Welcome to the Karved online coaching program, and congratulations on taking your first step to building a better version of yourself. In this 7-part onboarding series, I want to walk you through the best practices in terms of training, nutrition, meal prep, supplementation, mobility, sleep, and what you can expect from the program so that when we're doing our check-ins, when we're going through our day-to-days and weeks, you're gonna have the best opportunity to succeed. So I wanted to start off with the pillar that I find most essential with my guys in terms of setting up themselves for success, and that's your training. So when you're going through these programs, it's important to recognize that this is specific to you and your specific goals. The volume that you've been allocated is the baseline for a successful body recomposition. Now, before we go into how the program looks, it's important to know what we should do before our sessions to set ourselves up. First of all, mapping out our week on the Monday or the Sunday evening to know when we're gonna get our sessions in and any potential hurdles that might come in front of that. So if you know you've got 5 sessions this week, but you're going away on Saturday and Sunday, it's important to know that, hey, we've got to get those 5 sessions in. And it's not a negotiable, it's a prescription. If your doctor had said to you, hey, you need to do these 5 sessions or you're gonna die, you'd get them in, right? Exact same mentality here. Hopefully we don't need to see the doctors though, that's why we're in this program. When you're going into each of your sessions, here's what I want you to do. 5 minutes of warm up and a pre-activation exercise. Now, how might that look? For me, if I'm doing a leg focused day, I would make sure to do some sort of walk or cardio before I get into the gym. When I get there, I would do some spinal rotation and hip mobilization for around 5 or 10 minutes until I feel sufficiently warm. And that's based on what you think is sufficiently warm. Once I've done that, I would go straight into my pre-activation exercise. The pre-activation exercise is something that primes your body for the upcoming movements. So you'll notice that in a lot of your programs, there'll be a core compound movement, which is essentially the foundation of that day. So if it was a back squat as your core compound movement, there might be a pre-activation exercise of some hamstring curls, some adduction or abduction, or even some deep hack squats, so that when you do eventually get into your main compound movements, your body's firing and ready to go. Once you are into the meat of your workouts, it's important that we're not fucking around in between our sets. There are rest times which I do recommend for main compound movements, have around 3 minutes. And then for your stimulus exercises or those pump chasing exercises, 90 seconds to 2 minutes, absolute max. And the reason behind that is because we want to get in the mentality that when we're in the gym, we're there to work. And in doing this, you'll get more out of your sessions, you'll get a better pump, you'll look better, and you'll feel better as well. You feel like you've really accomplished something. So one of the things that I do to ensure that we're maintaining sufficient stimulus throughout the program is I'll incorporate some progressive overload throughout your program. So progressive overload is the gradual increase of intensity in terms of volume, in terms of weight, in terms of tempo, that is going to make sure that your body doesn't start getting complacent with your lifts. Now, by all means, if you go into a day and I've put 80 kilos on your squats, or you've put 80 kilos on your squats, but you're feeling really strong today because we do have these days, and you feel like giving 85 or even 90 a crack, be my guest. I'm all for pushing your limits, and it's when we're in these good headspaces and good physiological states, that's the best time to push yourself. So treat these training programs as the big rocks in the jar. They're there to give you everything you need, around 95% of everything you need. But if you get to the end of it and you want to squeeze out some arms, doing extras is only going to be more beneficial for you. It's the cherry on top. Who doesn't like getting a good ab pump or a good arm pump after a workout? I'm all for it. My priority is to get you the best amount of results in the shortest amount of time possible, because we're all busy individuals, right? So if you're ever unsure about doing an exercise, or if your form's correct or your intensity is right, then send me over a video. I do form checks, I'll do intensity checks, and I can give you good pointers and critiques that are going to help you into the next week, so that when you go into that next movement, there might be cues like keeping your chest tall, keeping your abs activated, breathing into the belt. There's all this nuance to the movement, which really does make a huge difference to your performance in the gym. Most importantly, with your training, it is integral that you input all of the data correctly. Without that data, I don't know where you're at, I don't know how hard you're training, I don't know how your body's feeling, And without those insights, I can't make the appropriate changes to keep you growing and stimulating those muscles. And ultimately, what you put in is what you get out. The more communication you have with me in terms of your check-ins, in terms of your workouts, is going to really paint the picture, and it's going to keep us in alignment. Once the communications start to drop off, as in the videos stop to come through, the messages stop coming through, that's when our performance starts to lapse. And I don't want that for you. I want you to succeed in every way possible. Shoot me any questions that you have whenever you're in a workout. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.